3.
Oh, we're starting soon, so.
1, episode 112. Let's go. And we are live.
Alright. Welcome to the Adventurers Pact.
Yay.
I don't know what episode we're on. I don't care
Episode
really.
11.
Okay. Well, I really don't care either way. I'm just
Somehow
excited.
we hit the big number 10.
So what? Anyways. Previously, on the Adventurers Pact, Awry was swept up by a storm. You later found out that this storm was none other than Awry's patron deity, the Thunderbird. You, as the party, chased after the Thunderbird, running through Brisbane and picking up chance along the way. After that, Awry found himself on a mountain.
On a magical cloud in the sky.
I mean, that's fairly accurate, to be completely honest. But, after that, he met a wise sage by the name of Pebble. And, he taught him the ways of the Druidic Circle of Twilight. Found that, Awry was quite talented in this and picked it up right away. They were attacked by many a monster, one of which spoke its own lord, so to speak, by the name of Golar. After defeating this monster, or rather being saved just in the nick of time by the light of the dawn, forcing the monster to retreat, the Thunderbird dropped the rock on which they were standing to the ground, where Chance and the rest of the party, Fold, Spellmore, Duabu, all met with Awry and learned of his new power. And so they headed back to town to pick up the last of their supplies that they had dealt with. Met with James to see about their last reward, which they found out to be a statue. They decided to make simply copies of their party's weapons of choice. And they headed off westward. So, I leave the adventure in your hands. What do you wish to do, party?
Well, what do we see around us?
Well, currently it's mostly grassy fields for the most part. There are a couple of, what's the word? There's a couple of small hillocks, and you can see off in the distance something that seems to be almost like a slight ravine that has a slow embank downward out west.
Well, what does everyone else want to do? I'm not really sure what to do.
Aren't, like, one of you supposed to show me how to shoot a gun?
Well, we could do that in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just like, I pull out Olivia, I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know how to shoot a gun, to be frank. I know how to shoot my large crossbow and my light crossbow, but...
The real question is, what time of day is it?
It's about morning. You rested for the night.
Okay.
So,
Morning time?
yeah.
And I know which direction we're supposed to head, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to head southwest.
Takte's leading, right? He knows the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for the most part. Somewhat.
How long do we wish this journey to last?
I mean, we can take as much as we want, really. I mean, unless we're on a time constraint where, maybe your family is dying or something.
I'm gonna go grab something real quick, just so that way.
He's gonna go grab his monsters manual and
The
bring
DM's
out
gone.
the,
I'm back here in
Tarask.
15 minutes. We're legally allowed to leave.
Tarask.
Alrighty, boys.
Alright, how do we get a Trask, guys?
Where we drop.
Wow, I'm back within, maybe not even a minute.
That was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
We were legally allowed to leave, but we just chose not to.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, either way, Aurier, if you want to look at this, try and choose a route.
It's his memory map.
And do I know where we are right now?
Yes, you're right about here.
Okay.
Like right near this river. Or past it.
So
You've gone
we-
past it.
So we need to go southwest.
Going to put this, but I do not disturb.
How do I do that?
It's in the bottom left hand corner.
In user settings?
No, it's like the little green thing next to your name.
It's on Do Not Disturb.
Is it?
Yeah.
And why am I hearing the notifications?
Do you have sermon mode enabled?
What is wake?
Huh?
What is wake?
Oh, that's just a small town.
I gotcha.
Nathan, if you have
A lot of the ones with the dots are just towns.
Okay, so... And do I know about those?
Not really.
Okay. Well,
I'll put myself.
we want to go around... Okay. So we have a choice. None of you can fly, but...
That I know of.
So I recommend we go around the plates.
I
But-
wouldn't. Well, hold on. Let's not already judge my ability to fly. I'll always land on my feet. You know
You
that.
never know. I might grow wings when I turn into my werewolf form.
I swear. Alright.
It might just be me, but
We
I
have a
agree.
choice. We have a choice. We can either go through the plates and come out the other side, which wouldn't make sense because we have to go south. Or we can go around them, which would make more sense.
Alright,
You're the
well, you're
navigator.
the tracking guy. I'll trust your sense.
Alright. I recommend that we go around the plates because I've never been inside them. I do not know what lies there.
Well, I want to go through.
I do not.
I'm just kidding. Come on, let's go around.
What if there's a giant worm that wants to eat us?
Well, let's kill it. Get its gold.
I mean,
Because a giant worm would have gold.
Maybe it's time.
The fact of the
Sometimes
matter
you
is,
go a little.
I need to practice shooting, so maybe
guessed
we do run into something.
Good point.
Exactly. Anyways, we should go around the plates and continue heading west. Then head south.
Alright.
I mean, from a technical standpoint, if you did go around the plate, you would have to cross a river, which would also take time. If you go through the plates, you would still be heading west. You just have to find the right route.
Oh,
through
Dan,
them.
Yeah, I don't
just
want
so
to go
you
through
know,
a maze. I'd rather just cross a river.
every dawn, I'm going to get up and then ignite both of my weapons.
Okay.
How do you know what time dawn is, though?
When we get up.
But do you have a clock?
No.
Dude, dawn is literally when the sun comes up. Tell by that.
Why would you want to ignite your weapons when the sun comes up? Would you want to ignite it when the sun goes down so that we can...
Yeah, it stays on
Don't you have
for the
night
rest of the
vision?
day.
Don't you have night vision?
But Belmont
But
doesn't.
don't you have night vision?
I do, I'm not worried about
Exactly.
it.
So
But
just-
Belmont
just-
doesn't.
Just
Right? Belmont doesn't.
No,
I mean, he doesn't, but these things stay on for the rest of the day, so...
what we're gonna do is we're gonna head towards the river, and if we need to, we will go through the plates. All right.
All right.
But the main goal is to actually blow up and then act like we don't.
You don't know nobody.
Yeah. No, we need to head south and then west. Actually, it is much more efficient that way because most of that territory is unexplored.
All right.
All right.
All right. So I lead us towards the
Can I also
river
say it's
southward.
weird to sit on this side of the table?
Huh?
It's very weird to sit on this side of the table.
For our viewers who do not know, normally I'm at the head of the table with the other two on either side. But today I'm on one side and they're on the other side because boxes are in the way. Besides the point. Let's not talk about the setup right now. Anyways, so yes, you head southward along the riverbank.
Roll for encounter. 3.
You die.
You die. No.
The DM said it.
You walk along the riverbank on the other side, and you reach. Well, during your time walking along, there really isn't much that happens,
Yeah.
and you make it about yay far, halfway to, that other town that you've been to.
Yeah. Okay. And
So-
what time of day is it?
It's about night now. You've traveled quite a distance, though.
Night.
I believe we should rest now.
Had me out like a light.
And you as well.
But
do we want to have a
you should-
campfire?
we should have some people keep watch.
Yeah, okay. I'll take first watch. Folus takes his greatsword and puts it in the ground while it's still on fire.
All right. Ori will do a little bit of a workout before getting settled in. Yeah. Just like a few push-ups. And
All right.
some pull-ups.
All right. So, Folus has set up the fire while Aurier's been working out. Anything you guys want to do in the meantime?
Chances of sleep.
Chance just falls straight asleep. All right. So, who is taking watch? and
I'll
what?
take first watch.
All right. So, I'm gonna have you go ahead and roll.
What about Belmont?
Is it based on perception of hearing or smell?
I'll allow that. Yeah, I'll allow hearing as well.
I rolled an 18.
Nice.
For your workout?
I don't know. I just heard now roll.
I
So roll.
got 21.
21.
On either sight or on either smell sight. Smell or hearing.
9 plus 10, 19.
You
Anyone?
do hear
You're
some
stupid.
very, very slight rustling out in the distance. Folus.
Uh-huh.
Yo, those are some pretty impressive ears. Those alpha ears really come in handy.
Could I how far out is it?
Maybe like 30 feet away.
Okay. I'll take out Olivia's dagger and I'll slowly go over there. Sort of waiting until my dark vision kicks in.
Okay. So, you head on over, and I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll perception.
All right. Based on sight this time.
Yes.
18.
Okay. So, you don't actually see anything.
It's invisible. Oh god. Oh god, it's invisible.
But you do hear something. The rustling has moved away from the position you were in and sort of flanked around between you and the group. Yeah, between you and the group.
Okay, then I'll
Whatever it is, it's very small.
I'll
Whatever they are, very small.
take out Olivia's dagger and I'll try to follow the sound.
Alright. Roll for perception.
Is the sound? Or is it just sight
Yeah.
still?
I'm gonna have you do both.
Okay, this is sound, since I get advantage. 14
14.
for sound. And then for sight, let me get a different d20. This is being a very bad d20. 13.
Alright.
Very
So-
bad dice.
For sound, you hear one of them sort of on the left-hand side of where you can see between you and the group, and you hear it, and you see this small, blue, goblinoid-looking figure.
I will run run at the figure with Olivia and attempt to stab him.
All right.
Right, you want me to roll attack?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, because that's my greatsword behind. For light. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. That
Go ahead and roll
is
damage.
a D4 or it's a my fire. I do a D6 now with my crimson right.
Okay.
Oh, also DM. Do not forget that I also have the alert.
Yeah. So you do hear this while this is happening.
Okay.
There are many things around you right now.
All right.
Whatever they are, they're very small.
Okay, I'm going
Shuffling
to.
around.
All right, I'm gonna walk over.
Of fire damage and 7 points of slashing damage.
All right, I'm gonna tap Chance, and I'm gonna tap everybody else awake real quick.
So you cleave into this thing, and its head pops clean off. Its head almost as big as its neck. It's almost like it's just attached to the neck itself. Just overgrown.
Is there a picture of these creatures or?
Yes. Let me pull that up.
All right, cool. Because I'd like to know what goblin I'm fighting. Can I roll knowledge goblin?
You can attempt to.
It's actually just a halfling.
Yeah, it's just
Just a halfling cosplaying. Wait, he killed Bella Thorne. Congrats. You have ended a thought's life.
I see. Alright,
Beyond
it's
thought.
processing. Oh, what the hell?
What?
Okay, I'm not gonna kink shame or anything, but
I'm not gonna kink shame or anything.
What the hell is that?
It's your worst nightmare.
Okay, do we roll initiative?
So,
Well, remember, I've woken everybody else up.
all right. So yeah, go ahead and roll initiatives.
Alright.
All of us? Okay.
Yeah.
I gain a +5 to it, so I got a 10 on my initiative.
What the fuck?
I've got a
Let's
26.
go, Bolus!
Hold on,
Alright.
let me pull up a Word doc.
I got a 26.
Okay. 26.
Yeah.
Bolus got 22. And Nuwabu got 4.
Grandma was here.
Volus got 22, so that's
What'd you get, Chance?
What is that? I'm just kidding.
and then
and Belmont got
If
15.
there's a shuriken, each time it's different. It'll either do true damage, it'll do explosive damage, or it'll stun them.
Twisted Fate.
But that's his passive. And he's also got one where he throws an explosive one that does 2 times damage, and then he's got a one that stuns him that does 1.5 damage.
which is Volus got 22, right?
Yes.
Chance
23.
23. Okay.
And I got a 26.
I already marked you down.
Yeah, because I'm
Chance is 23.
I'm alert.
And then what'd you get, Belmont?
I got 15.
15. Okay. Good.
Good.
I gotta mark down all the different initiatives. Baguette.
This is a bucket.
Mental
Dear
gem.
God.
This is Jeopardy.
There's more. No. It contains the dying wish of everyone.
Next summer, will they make it out of the forest?
This summer.
Will they kill the goblinoids?
Oh,
And
no
then there's
problem.
now this summer.
Okay, that one's wow.
In diners near you, the Adventures Pact. Playing live.
Oh shit, that's a good roll.
Oh, damn. Oof, meaty rolls.
Meaty roll indeed. All right, so Poirier, what
Yeah.
would you like to do?
First thing I'm gonna do.
You just know roughly.
Okay, but I can do that.
Yeah.
So, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on my mount.
All right.
Alright. Once I hop on my mount, then I am going to Do I see any of them?
No,
Okay.
not yet. Also, you will have disadvantage on this nighttime.
Well, that's fine because I was just gonna hold my action.
Alright.
But I've got my bow drawn and everything.
Alright,
But I'm gonna hold my action until I see one.
okay.
Just so Belmont's concerned, I left my greatsword behind to keep the campfire lit, so...
Okay.
Wait, what did Nuabu roll again?
Nuabu got 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, so technically Nuabu's going last. Got it. Okay,
He's going so last. He's not here.
anyways. So, Chance, what would you like to do?
I can see them, right?
You can see there's 2 of them. One on your left-hand side that follows, and another one you can see on the right-hand side next to your group, sort of crouching down, looking at you.
I want to fire at him.
Alright.
Just with one hand, just with the Loretta.
Alright.
There's a 23 hit.
Yes.
Alright. And then I gotta roll damage. Hold on.
Yeah, you do gotta roll damage.
So it's actually it's not a 23. It's sorry, that's a 28.
28?
Yeah, it was a 28. Here's my D10. There it is. Is 18 damage.
18 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you shoot this thing and it immediately goes falls back.
I'm gonna do a little flare, and then holster my gun and walk over to it.
Alright. So, as this happens...
Do I see its little goblin gut? Do I immediately feel
You
bad
blew up
for my
its head.
action? Jesus. Headshot.
Alright. So, Folus, as you're standing over the decapitated body of this tiny little blue goblinoid, suddenly 2 of them jump up from behind you
Oh, come on, let's go.
and push you.
They're literally doing the thing where some
Right. Or athletics, or no, strength save. Sorry.
Okay. That's way better. 18.
18? Good enough, I'm afraid. These things just push you down onto the ground. And one of the other ones who is rather adorned in some fancy looking materials and is almost has several wrinkles across his face. He immediately lunges for the gun near your pocket.
Yeah.
And pulls it out away from you. He
Yeah, I've
takes
seen that.
Olivia away, basically.
Olivia's in my hand.
Alright, well, then roll a strength save for it.
Okay, because I was gonna say I'm using Olivia's dagger.
Alright.
Where's the D10? Okay. Strength save.
Yeah, that's right, because you weren't using
19.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, this goblinoid successfully takes it out of your hand. And
Do
then
I see any of this?
you see that Folus has fallen to the ground.
Okay, so I can't see any of them though.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean,
No, it's just dark.
It's just dark.
And also they're very small.
very small.
And they're blue, which doesn't help with
Dabba
night.
dabba die.
Dabba-dee, dabba-die, yes.
Dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die.
Alright, so... Folus,
Mm-hmm.
what would you like to do?
Can I roll a insight check to determine whether or not these things are gonna try to run away or they're still gonna try to fight us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 17.
I mean, from what you can tell, it seems like these are just some very well-organized mugging.
So are they gonna run away soon or?
It seems like it.
Okay. That'll change how I react then. Follis will take out his heavy crossbow.
Mhm.
Actually, how close is the thing that took my gun away?
It's literally standing over you right now.
Okay, then I'll take the short sword. As I do, I'll cut myself, minusing another 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'll attempt to hit him with it.
All right.
The 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So he takes a d6 slashing and a d6 fire. 14 points of damage. 4 that was fire.
All right. In response to this thing starts going, and suddenly, awry.
Yeah.
Some small jumps out at you
All right,
and
I
attempts to
immediately,
shove you.
yeah, I immediately just fire an arrow at it.
All right, roll attack with disadvantage because it is at close range.
Okay. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So then what I do is a d8. So that will be. So that'll be 8 points of damage there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, so it plunges into its chest as
Yeah.
it's jumping up, and the force of the arrow just knocks it back because it seems.
Okay. And then in reference to that one, were there any more that are around 10 feet from that? From that one?
Yes, there's another one directly behind you that you can now hear.
Okay, so I'm going to use my ability Horde Breaker,
All right.
and then I'm going to launch an arrow at that one.
Horde break.
Yeah,
All
Horde
right.
Breaker. That one fell off the ledge. Okay, so does a 13 hit.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and launch an arrow at that one. So that'll be 10 points of damage on that one.
Okay. So that one also in midair.
Yeah.
You shot the first one. It flies back. You turn around and
Dang.
successfully shoot
Okay.
it back again.
Yeah.
Not even getting close to this skilled archer in combat.
Yeah.
So Belmont, what would you wish to do?
Okay.
At this point, have I heard the fighting that's happening around?
Yes. They
I've
seem to
rolled-
be
I've
jumping
rolled-
from all different directions.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my sword and ignite it,
All right.
and then using the light from my sword, try and go towards one of the sounds.
All right. Well, you head over to the nearest sound, which was the screaming near Atocte, and you see that Atocte has successfully killed 2 of them. Anything else you wish to do?
Do I hear any more fighting that I could run to?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
I got a 22.
22. All right. You do hear that there's another one circling behind in the grass.
Do I still have enough movement to try and attack him or no?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try and attack him then.
All right. Go ahead. Keep in mind you have disadvantage because it is dark. Actually, no, because you do have the sword that's on fire. I was wrong.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I don't have disadvantage because I just rolled a 1 for the second one. Does a 19 hit?
Yes. So, this one, you go ahead and roll damage.
I did 14 points.
Yep. You just cleave this thing right down the middle, just split in
Question
2.
Is there another one near it, or okay? First of all, is it within 30 feet of me?
No.
Okay.
There's the 2 that are looming over you.
Yep.
Though, so there's that. So that one is gone. And then all of a sudden, another one sort of jumps up and starts yelling.
Okay, Stitch.
Yeah.
Basically.
And then proceeds to charge at Nuwabu.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's a hit. So, in the process, that's okay. So, Nuwabu goes ahead and gets hit with this tiny little short sword, just right across his chest, or his leg, doing around 3 points of damage.
Alright.
And then immediately afterwards, this thing jumps back into the away from Nuwabu after.
Okay.
So it is now Nuwabu's turn.
How many is there any around Nuwabu?
There's the one that just attacked him and then jumped away.
Okay. Can I see a group of them anywhere?
No, there's just the two looming over you and the one next to you.
Oh, so there's two around Nuwabu.
No, there's the two next to you and there's the one next to Nuwabu.
Yeah, I'm asking for Nuwabu.
Yeah, there's just one.
Okay, well, I'll ugh, it's disgusting. Man. Okay. I'm just going to
+8.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on it.
Alright.
Make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Does a 9 succeed? I assume not.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, then it takes full 2d8 damage.
Okay.
Where's the other d8?
What is so? In the terms of rotation, where are we cycled back to now?
After Nuwabu's turn, it will be.
Gotcha.
Has it already been hit or is it freshly new?
It's fresh.
Okay, then it takes 10 points of necrotic damage.
So immediately, this thing's flesh starts to wither away, and it reaches for its throat, and it just falls over to the ground.
Yeah.
All right, Aurier, what would you like to do?
So, do I see any more around?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
That'll be a 16.
All right. You don't see any more around you, but you hear some more, like 3 more things coming.
Okay.
And they're around 50 feet away.
Around 50 feet away?
Yeah.
With my mount, I'm going to charge in their direction.
All right.
So, since my mount can go about 60 feet,
Yeah.
do I reach them?
Yes.
Okay. First things first, as we're charging, how far away would it be until I saw one of them?
You'd be around like 30 feet away before you saw any of them.
Okay. I'm going to throw my spear at one of them.
All right.
And have these guys taken an action yet?
No.
Okay, so...
It seems like they're just arriving.
Okay, 1 second. What was that? Advantage against attack rolls against creatures that have not yet did. So this will be 24 to hit.
24 to hit. That hits.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 second. Spear, a d6. So that will be 5 points of damage on them.
All right.
Basically impaling with my spear.
You're
Yeah. Okay. And then
almost like a small animal.
I got you. And is there another one within 10 feet of it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to quickly throw my dagger at it too, at the one behind it.
All right.
Nat 20.
All right. Yeah, that's a hit.
So that'll be 1 second. So that'll be 18 points of damage.
All right. Yeah. You hear another.
Dang. Okay. And then now that my mount is upon the last one, so the one that's impaled with my spear, is that one still alive?
No.
Okay, that one's dead.
You can see now that they were actually rats.
Okay, they were rats.
Uh-huh.
Well then, I'll kill the last one. It doesn't matter.
All right.
So then, my mount is going to attack it. It does an 18 hit.
Yes, it does.
I assume it's gonna die.
Go ahead and roll damage. I mean, they don't have much health, but
Yeah. A 10.
yeah, it's
Fine.
dead.
Okay.
The mountain just tears into this, just like
Okay.
a dog tearing.
Okay. And do I see any more targets around?
Go ahead and roll perception.
8.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way back to camp.
All right, Chance, what do you wish to do?
So how many are still up?
Well, you heard the several sounds that were near Nuwabu. And you hear the ones that are near Follis.
Oh, after collecting my.
You can see that there are 2 near Follis. One that Follis successfully slashed, and the other one that's standing over Follis ready to strike.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's over Follis for the strike.
Okay.
Another 28.
All right. That's a hit.
And I'm actually gonna use my dual pistols for this. So I'm gonna use one bang on that one, and then there's 2 by Atakte.
No, you heard 2 by Atakte, but it seems
see
like
them.
he dealt with
Okay.
it. From what you can
And
see.
then there's 2
I
by
don't know
Nuabu.
rats.
Huh?
There's 2 by Nuabu.
Well, you heard 1 by Nuwabu. Seems like he dealt with it from what you can see now.
So that's the only one that's left.
Yeah.
Is the one on Follis.
Mhm.
Then I'll just use my one-handed revolver. So then I'm gonna roll this. 17. I'm sorry, not a 17. 16.
16?
Mhm.
Alright, that's a hit.
No, 16 for the damage. I rolled a
Oh.
28 for the damage.
Oh, was that the one that was striking up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you kill it. You
Nice.
shoot it and it dies.
Is it right?
Whoa.
Is it next to the current gnoll or current goblin that's holding my pistol?
Yes.
Okay. Immediately, Follis, as his reaction, will use his blood curse of the puppet, and he'll say, "Bring the other to ruin." And he must immediately, and Follis is going to take a d6 damage to amplify it, so he gets +2 to an attack he's going to make on his friend as he dies.
Alright.
Alright, Follis takes 4 damage.
Wait, so what does that do
He
exactly?
must immediately make an attack on the creature in front of him. Not the creature, but the person I choose.
Okay.
And he gets +2 to the roll.
Well, the thing's already dead.
No, it's my reaction. When a creature
Oh, okay.
goes unconscious or dies, I can use my reaction to, or my blood curse to do that.
To take control of the other one?
For his last second, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's his turn. What do you want him to do?
I mean, I don't take control of him, he just makes immediate attack as he dies.
On who?
Oh, okay. On the other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, there's 2 there?
No, apparently because you shot the one, Follis took control of the one that you just shot and had him make an attack on him. Okay, that's a 7.
How'd they make an attack on who?
The other one that was standing next to him.
Yeah, so there were 2 on him.
Yeah. I said there was one standing over him and there was the other, like, near him, but, like, seems to be backing off a bit because Follis slashed him.
Oh, alright.
But you only have one gun out at the moment.
But I could pull it out in no time.
Yeah, but that would take, your bonus action. You wouldn't be able to shoot it.
Feels bad.
You already shot.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's a 7 plus 2. That's not a hit. Or wait.
+2
Yeah.
for my amplify.
Oh wait, yeah, that is a hit.
So I take 4 damage.
That's 4 damage. Alright. This thing, it's like, after having its friend slash at it, it goes, "Ah!" And,
Look at you.
immediately afterwards, it reaches into its back pocket, pulls out a scroll, unravels it with one hand, and then starts cursing in whatever language it says. And then, poof, it disappears in a puff of smoke. You are now out of combat. What would you wish to do?
Fullis doesn't have Olivia, correct?
No, the thing took it. The scroll took it.
Fullis gets up, picks the other one that he just used, and just
Wait, so
starts
the other one
scanning.
left?
The other one that was along with the one you shot, yeah, it just whipped out a scroll and poofed away.
Oh.
Fullis will pick up the one
And
that
he
he
took the
just.
gun with him.
Uh,
It literally just like yoinked him out of his hands.
Fullis will pick up the one he just controlled, and he'll just repeatedly just strangle it, even though it's dead.
Alright.
I'm going to run over and push him off.
Alright.
Strength roll, I'm guessing?
Well, it's alright. There's no more enemies.
No,
Alright.
but it like
Push
Fullis.
Fullis.
Like,
Alright, yeah. Go ahead and roll.
I didn't see what that was. Oof, 6.
6?
Yeah.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah. Strength saving throw.
That's
I
like
see cool.
that's like 12.
12? Yeah. Fullis doesn't even give a shit. You're trying to push him.
Chance is just kind of watching now. Like, what the fuck?
Alright. What does the party wish to do?
Fullis, after a while of strangling, stands up, and he'll go to another one of the bodies and just examine it.
Alright.
It's not Fey, Fiend, or Undead, correct?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's dead now.
Doesn't
If it comes
matter.
back to
I'm
life,
asking for
it'll
its
then be
subtype.
undead.
I'm asking for its subtype, but okay. Fullis will try to smell where they came from.
Alright. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, hold on. Where's the d20? Oh, here's the d20. There it is. Alright. Alright, that's a good roll. That's also a very good roll. 23.
Alright. 23. It, from what you could tell, it came from where Atakte didn't want to go.
The plates.
The plates.
When the DM forces you to go one direction.
Oh no. I'm just saying they took one of your guns.
Yeah, and now Fullis isn't going to want to go get it.
Yeah.
God works through mysterious ways.
So Atakte,
Yeah.
we're going to the plates. Whether you want
Yep.
to come or not.
Yeah, I realize that. But you do not need to speak to me like that, Fullis.
Is it like the middle of the night?
Yeah.
For now, we must rest, though.
Alright, who's taking the next watch?
I'll do it,
Okay.
since I didn't take any damage or anything.
As soon as Fullis falls asleep, the great sword goes out.
Okay. So, Atakte, go ahead and roll perception.
So that'll be a 20.
Alright. Seems to be all quiet on this front.
Gotcha. Alright. I'll let everybody rest.
Alright.
So I'll just take the main watch.
You'll take the next watch as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be alright.
So, the night passes with no other terrible things happening. And the morning comes. What would everyone like to do?
Fullis gets up and ignites his greatsword and his heavy crossbow.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What about the rest of you? What is everyone?
Well, while everybody's getting situated, I'm just gonna like close my eyes for a second.
All right.
Chance is just kind of brushing his he's like, you know, fixing his fur, things like that. He's getting ready, adjusting his hat.
Okay.
So
So?
Fullis will just wait out near the. I'll just wait out near where the couple we killed, or like where I saw him leave. And I'll just impatiently tap his foot.
Chance is going to reach into his explorer's pack and eat one of his rations.
Alright. Okay. Is there everyone else eating as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, remove the rat from your pack. You know the deal.
I've got a can of beans with me.
A can of beans. Alright. So, what would everyone want to do after breakfast?
This is a dude eating beans, and everyone laughs.
Alright.
Well,
Says.
I guess we should.
Are we ready to go?
I am when you all are.
I'm ready to go.
Can I roll like knowledge, nature on what the hell these things are?
I'm gonna have you go roll knowledge history on that, actually.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Could I roll knowledge history?
Yes.
Because I actually took it as a skill for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you're good at this game.
All right, I got a 24.
Hold on.
Okay.
I can't. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right. I got a 10.
Okay. So, Belmont, you know this, but the things that attacked you last night weren't goblins. Although they do look like goblins, they were artificially created by a demigod by the name of Raxivort. He used to serve the demon lord until he found a magical object that turned him omnipresent. But due to Raxivort betraying Gratz and taking half of his treasure hoard, Gratz has been chasing afterward for eons. And these small beings are imperfect clones of Raxivort. Send this demon lord off of his scent, from what you understand.
You got all that by looking at it?
Well, he got a 24 knowledge history check. I just gave him the history. I gave him nothing else.
I'm gonna I've read about these before. And can I just say I tell them what you told me? Because I'm not gonna be able to say it that good.
Okay, very well.
Thank you.
So
Not
you
goblins.
just happen to study all that, and you know exactly what the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I won't question it.
Alright, are we ready to go?
I'm ready here.
Alright.
All set.
Alright. So I'm assuming Atakte, you're good?
Yep.
Bolus wants to be in front with Hitakate.
Alright. Is there anything you want to do to try and track these
Yeah,
things?
I
Or...
smelled it previously, but do you want me to roll again?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll survival. 18. Alright. So, you do smell the general direction, which was westward, directly west from you. So, you follow the scent for a while, and you reach this small sort of... How do I describe it? There's a small ravine sort of next to it that goes down. And as the ravine goes down into the ground, it seems to widen at the base as well, becoming large circular tunnels, almost like large cave systems underneath this place. I'm gonna have everyone roll perception.
Gotcha.
Sight.
16.
Yeah, it's gonna be sight. 16?
17.
23?
17 as well.
Okay. So, Chance, you do notice something. There is a small on the actual, next to the ravine, the sort of outcropping next to it. A very small hut, almost like it was meant for very small people. Clearly not supposed to be a permanent home or residence, but...
Pull out my gun and I talk to him on the shoulder and nod my head in that direction.
What?
Look.
Well, what should we do about it?
You do also notice, for example, that there is large gusts of wind coming out of this ravine. And, well, not gusts of winds, but a breeze blowing through it with a scent of mildew coming off of it. So, all the rest of you notice that scent of mildew.
Okay.
Chance kind of... It's like kind of itching at his nose because it just does not smell that good.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to cover it, but at the same time, it's like he needs to have his gun ready, so it's currently in an awkward state.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, how do you wish to proceed?
Well, I do not want to make the only decisions, so what do you all think?
I think this is more of Phoebus's.
How far would you say is the hut, or like the little outcrop?
It's around 90 feet away. You can only see the little tip of the hut, not the full hut itself, but like the very tip top of it.
What's in between us and the outcropping?
It's literally just a small hill. It seems to be mostly flat, though.
Okay. How about... Or you're great at shooting. Chance, you're great at shooting. You stay outside. Mark any people who try to escape.
I got you.
Nuabu, me, and Belmont will go in directly.
Okay.
And before they go, Follis goes into his transformation.
Alright.
Cracks
So you
his
head...
eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and
So you head on over?
yeah, with Belmont and Nuabu, I presume.
Alright.
Yeah.
You notice at the front of this hut, as you... there are two of those little blue men from before.
Follis will look at Belmont.
Sort of standing guard outside of it.
Follis will just sort of raise his eyebrows at Belmont. And just eye the creatures.
Okay.
Hold on. Actually, do we get within 30 feet of them? Or is it just as we're noticing as we're getting closer?
You're noticing this as you're getting close. You're about 60 feet away now.
Okay, Nuabu is going to whisper, how about we stealth up and I can maybe stun them for a second. Nuabu will cast Pass Without a Trace on the three of us.
What's that do again?
Plus 10 to stealth. And creatures can't track us by non-magical means.
I have disadvantage on stealth, right?
Which is why, actually,
Chainmail.
yeah, Follis or Nuabu will give. He'll sort of hold up his hand as he unwraps it. You know, there's light coming off of it, and he says, So I can only make one of you good at stealthing. So, Belmont, would you like it?
Yeah, I feel like it would be better on me.
Alright, you get a flat roll now, because it would be advantage, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a flat roll.
Okay.
Alright, and then, is there,
Roll
like...
stealth?
Yeah. Alright, Nubabu. Nubabu gets a 27, and Folus gets... Hold on, I gotta roll disadvantage. Folus gets 18.
I got a 25.
Alright. So, yeah. You guys successfully managed to creep your way up to these, little parts at the door of the hut. And as you do, you see now that, you hear some chanting, closer to the edge.
Ooga chaka, ooga ooga ooga
Ooga chaka, ooga.
chaka, ooga 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 chaka, ooga ooga.
I
I can't stop this
Shut up,
feeling.
everyone shut up, we're gonna get copyright. Shut up.
Copyrighted us.
Everyone shut up.
So, you hear some chanting that's actually near the cliff. Because you can see now this ravine, it splits off into several directions. And the plate that you're on, or rather this outcropping that you're on, the ravine seems to loop around. And you see now that the one Zvart from last night, who is very hurt, is holding up the gun and doing this chant. As,
Can we see this?
yeah, you can see this. It's around 120 feet away.
120.
Yeah.
Wait, can I see this?
Did you decide to go with them?
No, they wanted me to wait outside.
Yeah, so no, you can't see this.
Alright.
Alright, so...
And you see there's like five other Zvarts around the one that's holding up the gun
Can we
in
get...
the air.
Can we possibly get 20 feet closer?
Alright? Yeah. I mean, you're like right by other two Zvarts that are near the...
Yeah.
But these ones are closer to the edge of the cliff. Like they're right next to
Is there anyone in... Oh, yeah, never mind. Okay. So, Nuabu will sort of tap, Belmont and Bolus, and sort of hold out his hand, and you see sparks of energy sort of start coming up on it. He points towards the, guy who's chanting.
Alright.
Bolus takes out his heavy crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Question: is it like that's when like they're looking at this dude as he's ripping out this other guy's heart? Is it like there's all those people chanting and everything and watching
Yes.
this? Okay, that's how I like to imagine this.
Except they're tiny blue people. They're holding up.
And there's no
Sweet.
lava or anything. It's like they just
Yeah, near a cliffside.
How many are there?
There's around 5 next, encircling the one that's holding up the gun, and there's the 2 that are near the hut. From what you can see, you didn't actually go in the hut, so you don't know. But
Okay.
Well, actually, let's, Folus will sort of double back a little bit. It'll point towards the hut, and then give a sort of shrug.
okay,
And it'll begin walking towards the hut. Does Belmont follow?
Yeah, I will.
Alright.
okay. You walk towards the hut, and there's only one entrance, and it's the one where the 2 guards Varts are standing in front of
Okay,
to
hold
the
on.
hut.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm just
I mean, the hut itself does seem to be made out of rudimentary sticks, sort of weaved together.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you wish to proceed?
Okay. So first of all, as Volus gets his greatsword ready, and his dagger in the other hand, Nuabu will drop concentration of Pass Without a Trace and instead cast Silence.
Mm-hmm.
Effectively making within 20-foot radius of a sphere, any creature or object inside is immune to thunder damage. Creatures are deafened while inside of it. No sound can be created.
Yep. Okay.
And Volus will run in there with his greatsword and hit the one of the ones.
All right. Roll with advantage because you're stealth.
I'm gonna try and follow his mark.
Okay. So you're gonna go after the same one, or different?
The other one.
Okay.
Let's roll 20.
All right. Roll damage.
You motherfuckers, you're gonna fuck.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. Don't roll damage. You successfully killed it. It doesn't matter, even if they have really weak health. I mean,
Yeah, I can tell.
yeah.
Should I
Okay.
roll?
You
Should I
go
roll
ahead and, yeah, you're rolling with advantage, and
Okay.
have that roll. You also have
I
sneak
mean, it would
attack.
have been 26 points of damage.
So I rolled a 19 to hit, so I'm gonna guess a 26 hits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
but does he get sneak attack?
Yes, he does get sneak attack because.
I'm going to do 24 damage.
All right.
So,
And,
do one of these
yeah.
things just
So
explode?
you just cleave these into these things. They don't even have a dead immediately.
Question. So what are Atakte and I doing in?
I don't know. What are you doing?
So they just kind of were staking your.
Yeah.
And they left without us.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said you guys are good at shooting, so
So let's leave them away from all the action.
So what can we see around us?
I mean, there's the one ravine that leads down to the large openings of the cave systems down there in
Yeah.
the plates.
I said to shoot
Yeah,
any
you are.
that can run out. So
And because it is an open ravine, not the entirety of the cave is lit up. Brutal. A slight scent of mildew flowing out of it.
So there's nothing there for us to shoot.
Nothing too interesting. So,
alright.
Do you get a deck of cards on you?
No.
Chance is just gonna rattle around in his bag for a while, see what he can find.
alright. Nothing? Okay.
No.
So what are you doing? Belmont, Nuabu, and Polis.
Just going to creak open the door slowly.
Okay. Well, the door doesn't seem to have any, actual door. It's just, a frame.
Okay.
And you walk in and you see that there are various symbols in the actual walls themselves. And there is a small chest in there.
Follis will go over and sort of suspiciously just start creaking open the chest if it's locked.
It's locked.
Follis looks at Belmont.
I'm gonna start pulling out my tools and head to it.
Alright.
What's the skill check to lockpick? I forgot.
It's Dex plus proficiency bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I get +5. Alright, I got an 11.
Okay. Yeah, no, you don't manage to pick the lock.
Just leave it there. We'll come back to it.
And as you're doing this, you hear almost what sounds like a portal opening, where the chanting was going on, and the chanting has now stopped.
The two corpses outside of the hut. Can I drag them into the hut?
Sure.
Nuabu's near the door. Can Nuabu just peek out of the door?
Yes. When Nualu peeks out of the door, he sees a less deformed looking Zvart. It actually looks like a normal goblin, this one, floating above the ravine that was there and sort of putting his hand out towards the gun that is now floating towards its hand.
Nuabu will turn to Follis and just tap him on the shoulder and point. And Follis will pull out his heavy crossbow, and Nuabu will. You said how far out away is the floating one?
They're about 120 feet.
Okay, exactly what I needed. He is going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay. At what?
At the levitating one.
Okay.
So he must make a spell attack first.
Sneak attack.
Okay, does a 22 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay. And that will be 5d6 damage. Okay, 3, 8, 11, 16 points of radiant damage, and anyone who hits it within 1 round gets advantage on the
Okay.
attack.
Alright.
Follis will start running towards them.
Can I roll perception?
Yes.
That'll be a 22.
Alright. You do hear the bolt go off. You hear the portal in the distance. Shit's going down.
Chance, I think they need our help.
Chance just kind of.
He's eating beans.
He did have a little bit of beans left over, so he was.
Yeah, he was eating the rest.
I believe they need our help.
Well, I didn't finish my breakfast.
You know, you gotta get a healthy breakfast before you do.
I'm kidding, let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna run up to the hut with my mount.
Alright.
Will my mount fit into it?
No.
Okay, they're inside the hut though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Follis is
so I'm gonna hop
running
off my
outside.
mount.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell it to keep alert outside,
Mhm.
and going.
Alright. So, as you see this, you see that Nuabu has shot this guiding bolt, and this thing's just, it's angry now. It's, ah! And it looks over at Nuabu,
Yeah.
and it says, Grats! And it grabs the gun, and it just goes back through the portal and just disappears.
Motherfucker.
What does this thing look like?
It looks like one of the,
Shouldn't I fight them?
no, it just, the thing is, Nuabu already shot it, then
Okay.
moved it,
Okay.
so that's why.
So is everything dead now?
No, there's still all the other Zvarts that are sitting.
Okay. I should.
And hold on. So that thing yelled grats,
Yeah.
disappeared. As for your question, Chance, it looks just like a goblinoid, but blue, slightly larger, and a little like adorned in a lot better clothing, like finer clothes. So now, if you want to roll initiative, go ahead.
Hey, so guys,
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be honest. I just realized Nuabu has Dispel Magic. Range on that is 120 feet. That's not
Got a 26.
But you chose to use guiding light or
I
guide.
know. We were just pointing it out.
So 26.
23.
All right.
Belmont got 20.
Alright.
Follis got 7. Nuabu got 16.
Okay. And then Bolus was 7. And now to roll for all of the swords.
When I get my hands on this goddamn god, apparently, I will eat its ass.
Demigod.
Okay, I'll still eat its ass.
Okay, sure you will. W is 4. Sorry, I have to set up all the, whatnots.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, there are like 6 of them. Okay. Okay. Okay, so, Orye, what would you like to do?
So how many do I see?
There's 6. There's one in the middle, and the other 5 are sort of encircling it.
Okay.
And they're near a cliff.
Okay. How do they look? Like, are they scared? Are they fierce?
They're a little angry that you shot.
I didn't shoot them.
No, but they're talking. I'm referring to the group as.
And right now we're still inside the hut. So what I'll do is I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the one in the middle.
All right.
Does a 29 hit?
Yes.
That was almost a critical. So almost. But so now I just freaking okay. So that one's gonna take roughly about 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Is there another one near it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot that one too.
Okay.
There's a 21 hit.
Yes. Sorry. I was doing some quick maths.
That one is gonna take 9 points.
Okay.
And that will conclude my turn.
Okay.
My bonus action required.
So, the first one that you shot that in the middle,
Yeah.
the arrow sinks into it,
Yeah.
but it's still standing.
Yeah.
And the other one you shot, it just falls.
I got you.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
All right. So, Chance, what would you like to do?
Which one would be the best one to shoot?
Maybe the one that's got an arrow sticking out of it that's just wailing.
27.
27?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a hit.
Roll for damage.
Yep.
Oof. 13.
All right. You shoot it. It falls, stumbles back quite a bit, but it's still standing. But it's clearly in great amounts of pain.
It's blood.
What if this thing can't die until we kill all the other ones?
That's when we get. That's when we get a sword.
That's like
Just
a
fucking
boss battle. It's like
out the room.
video game. You can't just beat the boss until you kill all its minions first.
Also, just a side note, I recently picked up the new game Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and it's pretty good so far. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Alright, whose turn is it?
Okay.
All right. It is now the one that has been shot twice. It's his turn.
He's
At
pissed
which
off.
point, it proceeds to go and raises its hands, and then disappears again.
Friggin'. I'm just gonna have to sink an arrow right into his eye. Just walk up to him and just right into his
I
eye.
guess so. Belmont, what would you like to do?
So I'm still in the hut, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the hut.
Okay.
And how far away am I from them currently?
About 120 feet.
All right. And how many are left?
From what you can see, 5. Or no, 4. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna start moving towards them. And wait, did the one with the guiding bolt on it leave?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that went through the portal, like Thanos style.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet and then, like in brush or something, take the hide action.
Okay. So, Belmont's, in order to take the hide action, because the brush ain't that tall.
Okay. Is there any trees or anything like that, or no?
No. It seems to be just sort of a platform, so to speak.
Okay, then I'll just take the dash action and get closer then.
Okay. Alright. So you get within 60 feet of these things.
Cool.
Alright. At which point, the two of them whip out some slings and start throwing rocks at you. Sorry, I have to get my dice on. Okay. Does a 19 hit?
Belmont?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So you take...
A 19 days.
Take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. The other one, yeah, that's a hit. And damn, another 6 points of bludgeoning damage. So that's 12 points of bludgeoning. Belmont, you still here?
Yeah, I took the 12 points.
Okay. It is now Nuwabu's turn.
Nuwabu will move 30 feet closer, and I guess he'll just he'll use his action to dash for another 30 feet,
Okay.
and that's his turn. I believe.
All right.
Let me double check. Let me double check real quick though. I might have a bonus action spell. I actually do. Okay. Once he gets to what is he, like 60 feet away?
Yeah, he's 60 feet away.
Yeah. He'll cast Spiritual Weapon, and the
Okay.
light scimitar appears.
All right.
And do I get to make an attack on it when it appears, or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how Spirit Weapon works.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and repeat the attack. So yeah, so it'll attack one of the creatures.
Okay.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Okay, then it. Whoa, Jesus Christ! I dropped it. Okay, that's not better. 7 points of radiant damage.
7 points of radiant damage. All right. That one tumbles to the ground.
Yes, and then that's his turn.
Okay. Wait, which one were you targeting?
I was just hitting a random one. I mean, unless I can hit the one that was already hit or something.
That one's gone.
Yeah,
as far as
I'm just gonna go with a random one.
okay. So, all right. Okay. So, the other two of them, like, look around, seeing that their leader's gone, and as a result, they just go, "Ah!" And they just grab their slings and just start throwing away at Belmont again, because he's the big scary boy.
Rawr.
Yeah. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Alright. That's a hit, though. So that's 4 points of bludgeoning. And as this happens, you do hear some squeaks coming from the actual ravine near the edge.
Nibbles?
Okay.
So, what would you... hold on. Whose turn is it? It is now Polis's turn.
Bolus will say before he runs, keep one alive. Keep one alive. Sorry, I lost my accent in that one. And he'll use his action to dash, and I don't think he can do anything else. Yeah, no.
Okay. So, I am going to... Whose turn is it now? It is now Aurier's turn.
Alright. So, how many are left?
There are 3 of them left.
Okay.
That you can see.
I got you. What I'm gonna do is very simple. I'm going to go up to one. Like, I'm gonna fly over to it.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to basically use my talons
Mhm.
and grab onto his arms and force him onto the ground.
Okay.
They're towards the other ones.
Are you... How far... Wait, you were near the hut, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that... They're actually up front.
Okay. Then I'll just fly 50 feet towards them.
Okay.
And
I mean, you can take the identity.
nah. I'll just shoot one with an arrow then.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
Yes. Wait, no.
Okay.
No, it does not.
Never mind. I'm just going to use my flight action.
Okay.
Hit the bag, unfortunately, but I take the roll.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. There's 2 on here.
Oh, dang.
So,
Ooh.
spicy.
Ooh.
Alright, Chance, what would you like to do?
I hate to ask the same question, but how many are there?
There's 3.
3?
3.
Which one is the bloodiest? Or like which
The
one?
rest of these haven't been hit.
They haven't been.
One of them almost got, but the Aurier barely nicked the armor. So there's an arrow sticking out of it, but it's not hurt in any way.
I'm gonna pull up 2 pistols this time. I'm gonna use both.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for each. 18,
Okay.
and that takes the 1. So I'm just gonna hit like 1, 2.
Alright.
18 damage for the first one,
Mhm.
and then does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Then 13 damage for the other one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fire at 1 different
Okay. So, what was the second damage?
13.
Alright. You shoot.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's. Let me double check. I want to make sure that this is right.
Yeah, that's alright.
Okay, yeah, I had it backwards. So it's a 23 to hit and a 22. And then the first one takes 14 damage, and the other one takes 9 damage.
Alright.
That's what it is.
Okay, so you shoot both of them, and they both.
So
There's only one left.
we gotta keep that one alive.
Mm-hmm. So. Belmont. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Okay. So Belmont, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk towards it, and if you want to live, put the sling down. Intimidate.
Roll with disadvantage.
I got a 13.
Okay. It places the sling down.
And then I'm going to second wind, and that will be my turn.
That's it?
Yep.
Alright. So, everyone roll perception real quick.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm nat 20.
On that 20.
I'm nat 20.
Mother
What'd you get?
breaker. I got 11.
Got a good old 13.
Okay, thank God I got 2 high rolls. Okay, so Nuabu got 18, and Folus got 22.
Okay. Okay. So, only Aurier notices this.
Yeah.
Behind you,
Yeah.
near the edge of the hut,
Mhm.
you see that the returning dagger that you guys bought is
Yeah.
floating over with a mage towards the hut. And successfully, the one who was bloodied and disappeared whips out a scroll and whispers into it, and then vanishes.
So even before I can react, he moves the mage hand over to the dagger.
He was invisible, but stealthing behind the hut. They do have advantage on.
But I'll grant them advantage for alert.
But he was invisible.
I got you.
Yeah.
But I don't grant him advantage. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
But still,
He vanishes.
Yeah.
Whose dagger was that?
Technically speaking, that would be Folus's. Folus is 60 feet away from the hut.
right, and there was a mage hand that pulled it back to the hut.
It's in
Looks
his
like a
hand.
mage hand. Just
It's in his hand. He's in hybrid form.
I thought you were using your greatsword.
No, because remember in hybrid form, we created the homebrew system where I could dual wield, but I take disadvantage.
Right, but you only attacked with your greatsword. You said that you had the great.
Alright, whatever, fine.
I'm just saying that's what you said.
I attacked the one in front of the hut with my greatsword, but yeah, whatever, I don't care.
Not trying to rob you blind. It's just you gotta give me all the
No, it's
details
fine,
of what
it's
you do.
fine, we can continue playing.
All right.
so. Do we know where their main house is by chance? Because clearly this is not it.
Well, are we still in combat?
Well, you have the one Zvart that's put down its sling and just has its hand.
Oh, it's just the one?
Yeah, there was the one that just, floated your dagger away.
Okay, yeah. So it's just one Zvart, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Folus will go over, pick it up, and then just bring it back to the hut.
Okay. Okay, so you go in the hut. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to take my hempen rope out. I believe I have hempen rope still. I don't think I did. I tied William up with it. Did someone give the rope back? Or get
No.
the rope?
No.
Alright, well, attention to detail. I'm just going to squeeze him into my chest.
Okay.
I'll look at Belmont again and I'll say, you want to do the honors? finding out where.
No, I can leave that up to you.
Would you consider them monstrosities?
No.
Okay. Bolus will just squeeze and then sort of yell into his ear.
Okay.
Where did your god go?
And it sort of recoils back. And it goes, "Rah, rah, rah," sort of confusedly.
Do you speak common?
And it just goes, "Rah."
Belmont, why don't you work on getting the chest open? See what's in there.
Can I try and picklock it again?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I got a 16 this time.
Alright, you successfully open it, and inside there is a ruby necklace that has a silver chain and silver sort of engravings around the crystal itself.
Is everyone else in the hut right now, or no? Is it just Tholus and I?
One thing you do notice, one thing immediately, Fulus, you recognize this ruby necklace to be your mother's, actually.
Folus will
Dun dun dun.
pick up the apparently Zwart, just
Mhm.
toss him on the ground, then go over to the necklace.
Okay.
Can Chance walk in at this point?
Yeah, sure.
Does he see the necklace?
Yeah.
Oh, this what a sweet necklace. 5 gold for it.
He'll put it in his backpack. Someone figure out who the hell is behind this from that Zvart.
Could I roll a...
Can you roll a what? You cut out.
Oh, could I roll a knowledge history to see, like, where these creatures or what they speak?
Yeah.
I got a 18.
18.
Yeah.
Well, what you can about their history, it's because Raxivort was servant of the demon lord Grat. It seems likely that this part is in fact speaking of this.
Okay.
Okay, Folus will go outside, and he'll walk over all the dead Zvarts and just start looting them. And as he goes along, he'll just take the short sword and just make sure they're dead.
Okay.
So yeah, what do they have on them?
They seem to just have slings and makeshift leather armor that would.
And makeshift armor, leather armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
It's
many
really small.
pebbles or how many bullets for those slings do they have? I'll just
Off of all of them, you get around like 23 different or 23 rocks for the sling.
Okay. And then afterwards, I'll sit over the edge or the cliff,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just stare at the necklace.
All right.
So was that a no for the necklace?
I would
wanna go
assume
up to
so,
the
Chad.
cliff?
Have you been following doing this, Chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone knows who I am. Someone was there when my mother died, and he holds the necklace out, and he puts it back. It's Olivia's necklace. In a chest. And it was just the necklace. And so far, it looks like they've been only taking my stuff. None of your stuffs. Just mine.
Well, we can try and get your stuff back.
Yes, what I'm saying is this doesn't feel right. It's not taking anything from you people. It's taking it from me.
Well, as I said, do we know where their main encampment?
No, someone asked this Vart. I don't know their language, I guess.
Well, I don't know how to help you then.
So also just go silent.
Without knowing where their main encampment. I cannot track portals.
Alright.
They said okay.
Can Nuwabu roll knowledge religion on where the demigod was last seen?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Alright. Well, prior to being last seen right in front of you, the demigod was last spotted in the plane of limbo, right on the verge of the far realm. Or, not the far realms. Wait, is it? I'm trying to recall my terminology.
I know there's a Fae.
No, the far, where the Illithids come from.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the far realm.
Nuwabu
So-
would basically copy that information out.
Okay.
And say, well, unfortunately, it looks like, as far as I can tell, I'm not a genius or anything, but as far as I can tell, this thing keeps entering our plane and then goes back to his other plane, maybe. And the Zvart performing the ritual sort of there, his maybe disciple or something that opens the portal for him and then gives him offerings, since, you know, he does want treasure.
Okay.
So I think the only way we could catch him is if we find either his disciple Svart, or we find, you know, him. Which,
And as you're saying this, the screeching that you heard earlier from in the ravine, a giant bat flies out and flies right over and towards the hut where you left the Zvart. The last Zvart.
Can I shoot that back?
Okay.
It's a natural one.
Natural one. I mean, I'll allow you guys to make opportunity attacks since it sort of flew right in front of your face.
question, does he misfire?
Yeah, that's a misfire.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Alright,
I'm gonna shoot together.
Okay.
I'll make an opportunity, I suppose.
That's a nat 20.
Natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, roll damage.
Mine's an unnat 20, but
Should I?
11 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. So you shoot its wing. It sort of stumbles a bit as it flies. What about you?
I rolled an unnat 20.
Alright. Go ahead and roll damage.
Gotcha.
Is it flying towards the hut?
Yes.
I'm going to also fix my gun in this meantime.
That'll be 18 points a day.
14 points of damage. Alright. As Aurier shoots it, it just collapses to the ground after being nicked by Chance's bullet
Understandable.
and Aurier's.
Does that use up a bullet when it misfires?
Yeah.
Someone go watch this Svart so he doesn't run away.
I can go do that.
I'd like to go examine this back.
Okay.
I'll walk over to it. Do I notice anything about it?
It's just a giant fucking bat.
How are its
Large-
teeth looking?
Seems to be standard bat teeth. Slightly decayed though.
Can I roll for like a druidic sense on it, per se?
Okay.
That'll be a 17.
So clearly this bat has been living in very poor conditions
Mhm.
inside the ravine, and as such, it has been affected
I got you.
by something.
Jay, what weapon did you use?
I used my other revolver.
Yeah, because he misfired on the first one, but he has 2 guns.
Yeah, I was just wondering what the misfire for a revolver is.
It's on natural 1.
Okay, so yeah, you have to make a to
Rifles
fix it.
2.
Yeah, to fix it, you have to make a Tinker's Tools check equal to 8 plus the misfire score. If the check fails, your weapon is broken, must be mended out of combat. Yeah.
So what do I do? Just
Roll a Tinker's Tools check. That's a
It's not high at all.
19.
19.
Just on the roll, so-
Yeah, you had to make a 9, it's not that hard.
Alright. So, what do you wish to do?
This is the outcrop out of the... Is there a cave, or is there...
No, it came out of the actual ravine,
Okay.
which the ravine gets wider at its.
And then the outcropping is away from the ravine, yeah?
Well, no, the outcropping is like right next to the ravine.
Oh.
What makes it?
Yeah. Hey, awry,
Yes.
can you check out the ravine, see if there's any scent of the sparks down there? Or any
I
tracks?
suppose. Alright, I guess I'll hop on my mount.
And fly into the ravine.
Yep.
You fly inside, and you get that instant whiff of mildew smell that you had earlier.
I'll follow it.
All right. I mean, it just seems to be generally emanating. But as you get closer, itself, there's reddish-brown molds all along the walls.
I'm gonna take my dagger and scrape some of it up into a pouch,
Okay.
just for later.
Okay.
Then,
I notice and say, "What are you doing, you freak?"
alright, and then I'll keep on going.
All right.
I don't get lost. I can't get so.
You're right. You can't get lost, but
Yeah.
you don't know the way through here. There's a difference in that.
Let's,
So you can track your way back,
yeah.
but going forward, you don't know. I had a whole discussion with Lucky
Yeah.
this session.
Also, I can move stealthily at a normal pace since I'm alone.
But you are on your mount.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
technically not alone.
Technically. I'll keep going. Plus, I'm flying.
Is the mount flying?
Yes. It has wings now.
Very-
Can Fullus put on the necklace
Sure.
and sort of just tuck it into his clothing?
All right. Yeah. And as the necklace touches your flesh, you feel a slight, what you would expect to be cold, having a crystal or some sort of gem touching directly onto bare skin. You actually feel
The past die.
I'm gonna roll for perception.
Oh, what is it, warm?
Nat 20.
warmth of the cold that you would. A gem. Such a nat 20.
Nat 20.
You do notice some
human-like forms near the base of the cave, sort of inlaid with the wall, covered in this mold.
Alright. I'm going to call out to one of them.
All
By
right.
name? You know them by name?
No, I'm gonna just
Hey,
speak some
Gerald.
aura. Like, use
Hillary!
Steve!
And
So,
as you say this, they sort of come off of the wall
yeah.
and they look up at you.
You're like, sorry to
Are they,
disturb you from
are
your
they
nap.
like a beast or human?
They seem to be humanoid in nature.
Okay.
They look like small sort of creatures, and you notice that this one in particular, tail
Mhm.
coming off of it. And originally, it was just the shapes of the humanoids pressed into the wall that they were covered completely in this
Yeah.
reddish brown moss. And then as they came up, you see now that there is a slight gap
Mhm.
in the shape of the human where it used to be. I say humanoid, I
Okay.
should say. It's a smaller entity. And
Hello.
it simply looks at you.
Do you speak common?
It continues to look at you.
I'm
And
gonna try
as-
to communicate.
As this happens, presses out of the wall.
Yeah.
It also has a tail.
I'm gonna try to communicate to them through, like, I guess a beast means. Because I can communicate with animals. Is it an animal?
It seems to be just a normal humanoid. It's just covered completely head to toe in moss and roots sort of growing out of its skin at this point.
What are you?
It's Murloc.
Do you know, I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna say 1 moment, and then I'm gonna fly back to the hut real quick, or towards the hut.
And as you see that, like it starts whipping out what appears to be a sling. And as you fly back, it throws a rock, but you're already out of range.
Yeah.
At you.
I'm gonna stop real quick, pull out my rifle, arm it.
All right, go.
I'm gonna shoot the little fucker. That is a 28 to hit.
That's a hit.
And I roll a d12 for this one, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be an 11.
Okay. So yeah, it you shoot it,
Yeah.
it falls back into place where it was
Is it dead?
not moving.
Alright, I'm gonna keep going then. I'm just gonna fly back to. Also, I'm gonna reload it on my way there.
All right.
So I'm just gonna load it another round. And once I'm back, how's everybody looking?
Bolus is still at the cliff.
All right. Yeah, just
Did
sitting
Bolus
there.
touch the necklace? Does it like feel warm to his hand?
Yes.
I honestly have no idea where they could be. But I did find this and I pull out the little moss. Can I, like, roll a check on it?
Chance, mid bite of his meat.
Don't show me that. I'm trying to eat. It looks nasty.
It'll be a 22.
22. All right. What check are you doing?
Nature on it.
You recognize the mold as a russet mold, which is a reddish brown color, found only in places that are dark and warm and wet. Russet mold spreads out across a metal object and can be mistaken for natural rust often. It is also very what's the word? It's not the safest thing to have
Like, so I would recognize this and burn it.
All right.
I burn it.
We all get high.
So why is it not the safest thing?
Well, it does tend to emit spores oftentimes, and resulting in various poisonous effects.
Well, I do have some bad news for us. Your stuff, if it is with the goblinoid and they are in the cavern, then we're going to have a tough time getting through to them.
Can you get your mount to like smell around the place, see if there's...
I was flying around. I would assume that they're in one of the caves, which means that we'd have to search the caves, which means we have to go through the moss. And the moss is poison to breathe in, to be around. Unless one of us can follow one of the portals and open a domain, I do not know what to do.
I have a question, Nathan. With sending, it isn't very specific on the terms. It says you can send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature of which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind and recognizes it as you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with an intelligence score of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. What I'm confused about this term is it doesn't say anything about cross languages.
I'm pretty sure if that is the case, whether the creature understands it is not determined, so to speak.
Alright.
So what do you wish to do? How do you wish to proceed?
Can Volus just concentrate with the necklace in his hand? Or like with his hand around the necklace?
Yeah. And as you're concentrating on it, you feel sort of the warmth reaching deep inside your own very existence. And I'm gonna have you go ahead and go ahead and roll a D6 real quick.
Okay. If it's a 6, you die. 3.
Add 3 to your hit point maximum.
What the hell? Okay.
You are now attuned to that object.
Huh. Okay. I'll have to go add that into D&D Beyond later. Do you have a name for it?
I call it the Amulet of Wellness.
Amulet of Lumber?
Wellness.
Of Wellness, okay.
Amulet of Wumbo.
An amulet of Wumbo.
Wombology, the study of Wumbo. It's first grade.
It actually heals Volus. It makes his HP way better. Now his maximum is 71. Awesome. Okay, that's interesting. And is it just, do I just feel warm when it's on me?
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's exactly it.
Alright, well. Volus is gonna get up off of the ravine and... Well... I have nothing left I can think of, unless we want to wait here, see if it comes back in the morning.
Just so you know, you are attuned to that map.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I guess we wait until morning. See if it
Alright.
comes back.
Okay.
Let's all be in the hut, though. I don't want it to come back and then see us all sleeping outside and proceed to steal another one of my things.
Okay. So, who wants first watch?
I'll take first.
Okay, false. Then.
Okay. So go ahead and roll perception, or you.
Be a 21.
All right. You hear the breeze of the wind across the plate. Hear the shifting of rock as the stone that you're standing on seems to move with the wind, just barely creaking along.
Alright.
And this applies to all the plates that go across this land.
I'm gonna roll a nature check.
All right.
Sorry. That'll be a 24.
All right. Well, from what you can understand, because the ravines, as I've described, they go down into the land, and because there was a large underground river system going throughout this area as a whole, resulting in the base of the actual rocks being carved out wider near here, leaving large pillars of stone with large flat tops, which is why they're called plates. So it seems to be just a natural rock due to the wind that blows along. It's not too big, but it's there.
That's what he said. Do I see anything?
No, not for the most part. It's a nice night out. You can see many stars throughout the sky.
Alright. Once my watch is up, then I'm just gonna go rest.
Okay. All right. Who's next on the watch? You said. All right, Bolas. Go ahead and take your watch.
Alright. Is that rolling perception?
Yep.
And it's up to, it can be sight, smell, any of that stuff?
Yep.
I rolled two 15s. 20.
20.
Non-natural, not natural.
Okay. It's the same scent of Svarti smelt earlier, coming from the outcropping, or the base of the outcropping.
Does it smell new, or is it just like old?
It smells fresh now.
Foles is going to creep over to Orie and Nuabu. Sort of shake them slowly awake.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll put a hand over his mouth, or he'll put a finger over his mouth. And then he'll put it inside.
Okay.
Nuabu will get up and cast, never mind, he's out of second level spells until he gets a full 8 hours. Yeah, he'll just get up and then he'll give Ori advantage on stealth as he touches his shoulder.
Okay.
And, Full sort of gestures to Ori first.
Alright. Fourier, what would you like to do?
I'm sleepy.
Well, no, Fullest tapped you on.
Oh, well then I would wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, Fullest?
advantage on stealth, by the way.
Yeah, because Nuabu.
Wait.
This will give you advantage on stealth.
Where are we going?
He'll put a finger over his mouth, point outside, and then he'll, is the smart from earlier still here?
You can't see anything. You smelt it.
No, but the smart from when we captured him.
Yeah, it's still here.
Yeah. Full is it sleeping?
Yeah.
He'll point to the smart and then he'll point outside.
Ray's gonna roll to try to understand what he means.
Okay.
I rolled a flat 13.
Alright. Well, you can glean that he's referring to part outside.
Okay. So okay. So there's gonna be enemies. Okay. I understand. I kind of like lightly whistle to my mount to be alert. And I go ahead and notch an arrow.
Alright.
Now, what do I see?
Well, when you go outside, you actually see now something has changed. There is a portal that is now open, and that one large Svart from earlier who was floating through it. Menacingly!
Okay.
Wait, where is he going?
It's off. The portal in the Svart is right outside, maybe about 60 feet away,
Okay.
and it's just floated out of the portal.
Okay. Is he walking towards us?
It's floating,
Okay.
sort of, very slowly, at about a 5 foot per turn pace.
Once he gets within about 40 feet, I'm gonna have my mount tackle him.
Okay. Okay. So, your mount goes ahead.
Well, I gotta roll for an attack.
Alright, yeah.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Alright.
Nat 20.
So- Charges straight at it,
yeah.
and Pat phases straight through this thing.
Dang it. Phases through him?
Yeah, just.
That was the one good roll.
Can Nuabu prepare a spell?
And as you say this,
Mhm.
you hear from right next to you, and poof, another puff of smoke.
Dang. Wait, but
Your spear is now gone, Aurier. Your returning spear.
see, I'm alert. Like, I don't grant advantage. Like,
But he was invisible.
yes, but I don't. If he's touching me, if he's grabbing onto my stuff, I would know that.
I rolled a natural 20 on sleight of hand.
I got you. So you're not. I got you. I
Yeah.
got you.
No, legitimately, like, natural 20.
Okay.
That's why I went,
Okay. Well, then I'm going to hold out my hand and say, "Bro."
huh?
I'm going to say my spear's name, so that way it'll come back to
Alright. And,
me.
nothing happens for a while.
For a while.
Right.
So Nathan, did the creature from the portal leave, or?
Well, as soon as you hear that, like, slight gibberish, and then the poof, the creature disappears.
I wanted to cast detect magic with Nuabu, or not detect, but dispel, but that's okay.
Yeah, see, I don't grant advantage versus hitting. I'm never surprised. Never.
So, literally, that counts towards invisible.
It says hidden. So, I mean, if he's invisible and that counts as hidden, then I don't grant advantage towards it. I don't know. Like,
This
doesn't.
sounds really fucking.
That's why you chose alert. Because
Oh.
it's never
I know.
surprised, and I don't grant advantage versus hidden creatures regardless. That's why I'm saying, like, that doesn't make sense to me.
I need to look at the invisible status.
It's really weird because the invisible status in the book says as soon as you're invisible, no creatures can make attacks against you at all. Which sounds weird to me because someone can just assume that the creature's over there and then fire. It just sounds weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, the only way is the creature's location can be detected by any noise it makes or any tracks it leaves.
So, 1 second. Stealth and hiding invisibility in D&D. This is...
An invisible creature is impossible to or a special.
Yeah. So,
does that even mean?
a special feat. Like, you can detect stuff like that.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
So, rewind time.
Wait, if we're rewinding, can I prepare my spell now?
Well, Aurier, you sense
Yeah.
that there's something directly next to you,
Okay, so what I'm gonna
and
do...
it's taking your.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my dagger and jab it in the fucking throat really fast. Like,
Yeah,
Alright,
imagine
roll.
you like swing to your belt and then.
there's a 23 hit.
23, yes, that hits.
Okay. So that'll be 10 points of damage.
Alright.
That's what I'm saying.
At which point, it like panics,
Yeah.
and like your spear is invisible now because that's how
Yeah.
invisibility works.
And then
And then you hear, and it's gone.
I stabbed it in the throat. Did 10 points of damage.
Oh, man, I really wanted to prepare dispel magic.
I mean, you can still do dispel magic if you want.
But there's nothing to do it on. I have to see it, don't I?
All right.
Yeah.
Then after that happens, I'm gonna call Spear's name and wait for it to return to me. Because it does that. every
So
time.
as the night goes by, nothing happens.
Mhm.
And in the morning, you hear as the spirit like flies in out of nowhere.
And then like lands next to
Yeah,
it.
it just lands right next to you.
God, I'm gonna pick it up and put it into its area. I don't like it. I really don't. Folus.
They're magic pickpockets.
Huh.
Hey, Folus.
What?
We're gonna get your stuff back.
Yes.
Alright. First, now, I saw where the spear came from, like, in a general sense, right?
I also want to make. Actually, no, I'm not going to make this clear because you thought of it. I'm not going to say anything else.
Tracking them through portals, one thing that I thought of.
Well, no, it's something specific. But anyways, so go ahead, continue with what you said.
I was gonna say, I saw where the general direction for my spear came
Right.
from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna track.
It actually came from down south this time.
Okay, so that's where I'm gonna. Alright, so they're probably down south because my spear came from that direction.
Wait. Does that mean I could call my dagger back to me and it would tell us where they're coming?
Probably. But mine took quite a bit to get back here. So I would assume that they would also try and stash it somewhere, which is why I tried to call it back quickly.
Alright, yeah. I mean, we'll do it if we lose them again, but...
Well, it came from south, so that's the direction that they are. Which means we're going that way anyways. So,
Alright then, yeah, let's go.
alright. Is the party ready? Alright.
Yep.
I'll hop on my mount and begin leading us in the direction that my spear came from.
Alright. So,
Roll for encounter. Nat 1.
as that happens, as you rest, you do encounter, what was it? Hold on. I gotta
Encounter an owlbear.
Don't tempt me.
I can tame them.
Oh, I know you can. But still, don't tempt me.
Don't tempt me.
What is it? I'm gonna do that one thing that we encountered earlier. Whatever. So, you run across a cow in the process.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. And how big is this cow?
It's an average sized cow.
So it's not like a thick boy.
Well, cows are thick boys by nature.
Yes. He's not
Yes.
thick.
He's not thick.
Okay. He's just average.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How does it look? Does it look hostile? Menacing?
It's just grazing.
Okay.
Seems to be on its own.
I'm gonna walk up to it
Alright.
and I'm going to speak to it. Be like, hello, cow.
Are you casting a spell for this? Or are you
No. Naturally to be able to communicate with animals.
Oh, that's true, because Ranger. Yeah. So just sort of back.
Alright. Do you know where blue goblinoids come from?
It sort of just looks over its shoulder,
Yeah.
because it's facing north right now.
I got you. So towards south.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And I give him one of my edible root.
It happily takes it.
And I walk up.
Cool.
That's a chill cow. Hell yeah. Okay. We're gonna keep on pushing forward. And would we arrive towards the southern or more southern area around nightfall, or would we still have to?
Well, you hold on. Where are you on the map? I'll look at it. Okay. No, you actually, during your travels, you come to the outskirts of a very familiar place, somewhere you've been, recently with the party.
Mm-hmm.
It's none other than Caston. You can see in this.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a little east of.
Okay, I got you. And I did clarify and on the beyond. Look right there.
Aha. Nice.
Not even invisibility. No, 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 no.
Well, that's good to know. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't know to what extent.
Yeah, no, that's the extent. Never surprised. Never be able to be ambushed. Always detect them. That's why I'm like. That's why I want it. Plus a +5 to initiative.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now imagine if an elf had that.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Just
Lord.
constantly meditating and constantly.
I know, right? Oh my
It's
god.
like, God. Okay, so I recommend that we encamp tonight because I am extremely hungry and I'm going to go ahead and start munching on something.
Okay.
Wait, so where are we currently? Are we near Caston?
You're maybe about a mile east of Caston.
Okay.
Or west. Sorry, west of Caston.
West of
Are
Caston.
we going towards Caston or are we going towards somewhere else?
We're going south.
You're going south, so
yeah, past it.
you're like moving past Caston.
Okay.
But let me think for a moment. So I still know the general direction that my spirit came from, and we're close to the plates, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been walking along the edge of the plates.
Okay. I'm going to fly up with my mount real quick
Okay.
and just survey the area.
Alright. So you can see the plates
Mhm.
spreading out for miles on end.
I got you.
And as I'm gonna have you.
So I'm not 20.
Okay. You do see a river further south
Yeah.
that you'll have to cross. But right near that river is about the edge of the place.
Okay.
So from what you can so, you will be able to go successfully around them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's pretty much the extent of the geography. You can see plates heading westward, river to the south, and I mean that's pretty much it. There's a couple trees scattered here and there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna fly over the plates.
Okay.
Not close enough to where the poison or spores can affect
Yeah,
me, but
of course.
just fly over them.
All right.
I'll roll perception again. That's gonna be a. Sorry, I actually landed on a 7. Yeah, so it'll be a 16.
16.
Yeah, the first time I rolled a 19, but it was kind of on its side. That's when I was like, I don't trust that.
You do see a couple of lights moving on the inside near the bottom of the ravines or the caverns in the plates.
Okay. I'm going to fly towards them.
All right. So as you fly towards them, you can see now that these are torches.
Yeah.
But that's about the extent of what you can see being carried along.
Okay.
In a linear pattern throughout.
I'm gonna follow them.
Okay. So you follow suit, and you see this is a very interesting group of individuals. There seems to be a human with dark skin, sort of curly black hair. You see another human with almost a copper tone skin, with blonde hair with streaks of green going throughout. The dark-skinned one is a female. There's also a lizard folk with them.
Oh.
There is
Oh.
there is a goblin there, and there is a kobold as well.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down.
All right.
Just dive bomb towards him.
Okay. Seeing this, the man with the green hair turns and then just coughs at you, and I'm going to have you make a strength saving throw.
Are you vaccinated?
I got a 23.
Okay. I gotta look this up real quick.
That's a good question. Are you vaccinated? Or
Are you-
I'm Native American, dude.
Of course not.
Crap.
Give
What
me a
was it?
blanket and I'll die. 23.
All right. Is that for your mount as well?
No, I didn't roll for my mount.
Go ahead and roll for your mount.
Not 20.
Okay. Yeah. So you're. This gust of wind like blows past you,
Yeah.
slowing you down a bit, but you manage to
Yeah.
continue on towards them.
I'm not gonna be threatening or anything. Like, I have no weapons, like, unsheathed or anything.
All right.
I'm just flying towards him right now.
And the guy with the green hair put stuff like he's ready to duel.
I'm gonna raise my hands real quick, like, I don't mean you any harm.
Okay.
Then I'm going to, like, I'm just dive bombing because I'm kind of far. But now, like, as I get closer, that's when I'll start to slow down my approach until
Alright.
I, like, gracefully land.
All right. And at this point, the dark curly hair, she goes, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, Nimbus, calm down. I know he's dive bombing us. Don't need to be hostile.
Alright, and then once I land, that's when I'm going to stay on my mount, and I'll keep my hands up like this,
Uh-huh.
but I'm going to, like, slowly start making my way towards them.
At which point the lady says, "Oh, hold your horses, Mr. Bird." All right. So, what brings you to our group? Why are you approaching?
Well, firstly, is there moss around here?
There's a little bit,
Okay.
but not nearly as much.
You do realize that the moss in here is poisonous, correct?
Oh, I'm very aware. We're trying to stay as far away from them as possible as we make our.
Understand. Do you know if there's a way to nullify their effects?
Oh no, just keep your distance.
Thirdly, the lizard folk. Where does he hail from?
Down south. Saskia?
Lizard folk.
Yes.
Have you seen my people before?
I have not seen your people before. At least not of your color.
You're from the south.
Yes, what of it?
Your people kill mine. Normally I would attack on sight.
Well, I suppose it's good I'm with my friends here. I'm nothing but a guy.
I understand, but I would watch your step.
But I have no quarrel with you. Even if you seem to have a quarrel with me.
Just keep an eye on it.
Well, of course.
Anyways, what brings you to these mountains?
And at which point the black-haired lady says, "Well, I'm a cartographer. My name's Claire.
Cartographer?
Yes, I make maps.
What is the point of a map?
Well, simple. That way, you can give it to other people so they can successfully navigate."
No need. I know my way around the whole area.
Well, good for you. Maybe you could help along with it. So does Santiago here. She gestures to the lizard folk.
Yeah. Well, where do you plan on heading?
Well, I want to sort of map out the plate so that way there's a successful route course, I was gonna explore the rest of your continent after that, but
Don't do that, please. Yeah. Especially going near Devil's Plateau. You do not want to do that.
well, I haven't heard of that place. But
It is on the border between his people.
well,
And then more westward of that is just evil. Might want to stay away from that.
at which point, like the blonde-haired with green streaks man sort of says, "I don't think it's much."
I would beg to differ.
Well, say what you will, Mr. Bird.
I'm just giving you a fair warning. Westward is not a nice place to live. Trust me. Anyways, stay safe. And then that's when I would just real quickly turn around and then be like, oh, and one more. Do you know where any blue goblinoids lie?
You said blue goblins?
Blue goblinoids. I do not know if they are goblins, but they seem to look like it.
I've never heard of those, mister.
Keep a
What
lookout.
about you, Wicket? And she sort of just looks at the...
Mhm.
No, can't say anything.
Also, just for the safety of your goblin friend, you might want to stay away from our party. One of ours does not like goblins.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Might I ask, where are you folks coming from? I noticed you just flew down from...
Well, my group is on the other side of the plates. I'm simply scouting ahead for them. I come from the west.
Well, I suppose we won't be encountering you anyway.
Not
I
unless you
suppose,
seek
Wicket,
to.
you have nothing... Oh, thank God.
Well, it was nice meeting you all, lizard folk. And then that's when I would just take off.
And as you take off, you hear Santiago say sort of, a strange individual.
Sure.
While that's happening, Nathan, can I try to go through with your theory? Or with my theory?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. What would Nuabu have to roll for that?
I would assume, what would that be, actually? I'm trying to think, like, that's a very odd, request. I don't think, what would that be? Anything. You know, just roll a, wisdom.
Okay.
Don't add proficiency, just straight wisdom.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's see. Let me cast the spell. And Paul is sort of describing it to him. Then he'll try, his, mentor first.
Alright,
Also, I'm going to run to my cart because I think what's in there.
sounds good.
That's a 13.
No response.
Okay. Then he'll try his dad.
Alright.
That is 16.
No response.
Paul's just say, well, we can try again. Maybe another time.
Alright.
I didn't know you had this ability, Nuabu. Maybe I can actually get in contact with him. That's all.
Okay. So, what does everyone else want to do?
Well,
I mean, or you taken off to fly over
the plates, and you see at one point he did dive bomb in.
Yeah, we're just. I mean, how he's very far away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Foles is gonna look at Belmont. Belmont, I found these, and it'll give him because his gauntlet has the sling on it.
The
Yeah.
sling on it, yeah.
Okay. He'll give him 20 ammunition for it, which is basically just rocks.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Force.
Yeah, okay, now, can you teach me how to shoot? Because I don't have my gun with me, obviously. And, I need to learn how to shoot, so...
Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna pull out my pistol.
Is Olivia a revolver?
Yes.
Yeah, so... Let's, yeah, let's, Hey, Chance. Unless you have a revolver, Belmont.
That's like a 6-shot, right?
That's an 8-shot for mine, but...
I only have a 6-shot.
Yeah, Chance, could I borrow your revolver while I practice shooting?
Alright.
Alright, now do you guys want to, like, coach me on it together, since that might be better?
Wait, is he talking to him and Belmont?
Are you talking to him?
Yeah,
and Belmont?
Belmont and, Second Chance.
Okay.
It's up to Belmont.
Belmont, do you want to coach with me and Chance? Or coach me with Chance?
Sure.
Alright. Follis attempts to... what do we have out there as a marker?
I mean, there's a tree, maybe like around 60 feet away from you guys.
Okay.
This is tree scatters every now and then.
Let me check something. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll try to shoot the tree.
All right.
So it would be flat decks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking at a 4.
You miss.
Okay. I look at either one for ammunition.
I'll hand him 3 bullets
Okay. 3 more chances.
for this next shot.
Third chance.
Yeah. What about for this next shot?
Get a third chance to.
Fully extend your arms
Okay.
and take a deep breath before the shot.
Okay. He extends his arm and then just. And then he fires again.
Alright.
15.
No, full extend your arms. No.
Full extend.
Yeah, if you full extend, it's
Yeah.
that's what it's going to do. Whereas you want to do this. So
Yeah, 15.
It's funny. You don't want to do that. But whatever.
Yeah, what does a 15 do for me?
You get closer to the tree.
Alright. Second shot.
second chance.
9.
That's a miss.
Third shot.
Alright, wait.
Wait, 19.
Alright, you hit the tree. You did it.
You did good, son.
Belmont, can I practice a little bit more if you have the bullets?
Sure. I want you to try and relax your shoulders.
Okay.
Make sure to grip the gun tightly.
Okay.
And fire.
Alright. Meanwhile, Nuawi was sitting down watching this happen, eating his rations.
Okay.
They'll fire. Non-natural 20.
That's a hit.
better than the last.
Alright, how many bullets did you give me? 3 again?
Yeah, you have 2 more.
Okay, next one. 15.
It's not a hit.
Damn it. Okay. And the last one for the third. 16.
That's a hit.
Alright, how about, I need to try moving and shooting, right? Because I'm going to be moving in combat and then shooting instead of standing still in one place.
Yeah.
So, can I have 3 bullets again between the 2 of you? If you want to.
I'll give you 2 more, but we shouldn't waste too much ammo on practice.
Okay. Follis will move 15 feet sideways and then shoot.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
19.
That's a hit.
And then he'll move 15 feet forward and then shoot.
Alright,
18.
that's a hit.
He'll give the revolver back to Chance now. Yeah, I think a little more practice when I get the chance.
Second chance.
When I get my third chance.
My 7th chance.
Alright, so I guess we wait until Aurier comes back.
Alright. So, rest of the party's just waiting for Aurier to get back while he's out exploring. What do you wish to do, Aurier?
Keep scouting.
Alright.
Because I'm trying to find stuff.
I mean, keep in mind, it is about, dusk right now.
Okay. By dusk, I'd start heading back.
So you start heading back, and, I mean, as far as you can tell, there doesn't seem much else going on.
I gotcha. I'll just land, and then I'll go ahead and start eating because I need to eat something.
Alright.
Eat some of my rations.
So what does the party wish to do?
Chance is going to eat one of his rations.
Alright.
Same here.
Is going to eat a ration.
Okay.
Everybody's eating their rations.
Everyone's
We just need money.
just need food now.
It's all according to plan.
So,
And then, like, after I'm done eating, what time?
well, it's about, like, 7:30-ish.
I'm gonna practice shooting my own.
Okay.
Not a gun, bow.
Okay.
Because I can recover arrows.
Yeah.
I just treat them the same way.
Right.
So what I'll do is,
Not that you can see at the moment.
okay. I'm gonna roll a nature check to see if there's any. It's in that 20.
There are some tracks that you can see.
Okay.
There are clearly some cattle tracks.
Can't.
I mean, you are like a mile out from Caston.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just shoot at a tree.
Alright.
Does a 27 hit?
Yeah.
Or are you satisfied?
Okay.
So good.
I'm still good. Alright. Anything else you guys wish to do?
After that, I'd probably go.
Alright. Is the rest of the party resting?
Yeah.
Okay. So, is anyone taking watch or no?
Oh, Follis will take second watch.
Okay, who's taking first?
Who
I
wants
guess I'll take it.
Okay.
Alright. So, wait, so who's taking first watch? In the second?
I'll take first, I guess.
Okay.
Close a
So,
second.
alright. So, go ahead and roll perception for you.
Gotcha. It's 21.
21? Okay. So, it's nice not being near the plates. The smell is simply of field, or rather wild grass,
Yeah.
rather than the stench of mildew
Mm-hmm.
and various molds.
I got you. It's
It's,
relaxing.
yes, it's a rather relaxing night, and for the most part, there doesn't seem to be anything going on. There's a few birds flying overhead.
Dang.
That's about it.
Good looking. And then once Wallace is ready to take my shift, then
Yep.
I'll just...
Alright.
Okay. Bolus, it's your turn.
Alright. Huh. Huh. Natural 20.
Alright. So, Bolus on your watch, he watches a herd of cattle sort of moves past further south, almost next to the river. It's on the other side, of course, but you can't, see exactly. You see a man guiding them to this small little ferry right there,
Mm-hmm.
and taking them across via the ferry. And as he leads them towards Caston, to be picked up by the train.
Cool.
So the night passes uneventful. And it's morning! What would everyone like to do?
Folos and Nuab are gonna try, again. With just his, papa.
Okay.
Okay. So let me expend the spell before I do anything. Right. 17.
Okay. Still no luck. Doesn't seem to work. I want to make clear that this
Is what?
it's not being used.
Oh, it's not being used?
The spell seems to be failed every time.
Okay. Can he try sending the planar creature he saw?
Oh, are you talking about the
Demigod,
one
yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You can do that.
5% chance it doesn't arrive. Alright, so let me get a piece of paper out so I can mark these 25 words. Hello. What's his name again?
Raxivort.
Godly Raxivort.
Mm-hmm.
I wish to inform you
Mm-hmm.
that, hold on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have taken items from my friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I wish to have them back.
Could just say return them.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Thank you. That's 25.
All right. And in response, you hear him say, "They were tribute." That's it.
Do I really want to burn another 3rd level slot? Yeah, sure. You know what? For sure. Whatever. Excuse me, dear Raxivort. Tribute to what? Perhaps we can trade. Or we can help you based on what you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 are trying to do. Thanks. 1, 2. Yeah, there you go.
I think we can come to an agreement. You hear. And just then, a portal opens up in front.
As soon as the portal opens, Nuabu says, Wait! No one fire. No one fire. He's come to bargain.
Dormammu.
I come to bargain. As the portal opens, about 10 Smarts pop out. And then Raxivort himself comes out, floating. And he says, "Well, what do you have to offer in return for this?" He says as he holds up the gun.
Bolus sort of... Yeah, you also have my dagger as well.
Ah! And he reaches back into the portal. And then he comes back out with it floating above his hand.
Now, how
Yes,
about... Can you keep the dagger, but I take the gun?
What will you give me in return for it?
Well, I have, this light crossbow. I have, another dagger. I have this dark crystal. But first, I want to make sure. What are you trying? Nuabu will say this. What are you trying to pay tribute to?
Oh no, they pay tribute to me.
Right, because you're a demigod and all.
Of course, and these are my treasures. Something I value above all these magical trinkets.
Right. Wait. Go back. These are your treasures?
Why, yes.
As in, you've owned them before.
Oh no. I'm just a fan of, you could call me a collector.
Okay.
I have taken much pride in gathering this hoard of great magical treasure.
Hold on. I want to check something real quick on Folus. But Folus will say, well, I got this dark crystal. I got this great club. I got the short sword.
I have a question. Like out of game. Can I use knowledge history? How strong is this demigod lad?
Fairly strong. I mean, he does create those. He is the creator of these parts. It's not like he's like using some other life to create them. He's literally flawed duplicates of himself, which are what the sparks are. They're less powerful duplicates.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one more question for you.
Yes.
Before I give these to you, is this enough? Like this dark crystal, this great club, this.
No, the crystal is the most interesting thing here. The club, so much. Neither the sword.
Okay.
I suppose if anything, that great sword on your back is something of interest.
Sorry, I can't do the great sword.
Well, the crystal won't be enough, my good. This, how do you call it? Shooty device is worth more than that crystal itself.
How many crystals is it worth?
Well, I'd say at least 2.
We'll also look around the party.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Polis. I will, if you give me that great sword, I will stand on my favor.
And what can your favor be?
Oh, immense power.
Full looks to the party. You guys have any other dark crystals? Like we had like 10, didn't we?
We had like, well, you guys traded about 3.
I just need one more, guys. Does anyone have one more dark crystal?
Yes, I do.
Aurier?
Yes, Follis.
I would like the dark crystal, please.
On one condition.
Ah, God.
Can you respect me a bit more?
What do you mean?
The way that you talk to me sometimes. I just simply wish for you to respect me a bit more.
You know what? Yes, I'll talk to you about it after we make this deal.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
You know, I gave you that bracelet for a reason.
I realize that, and I appreciate it. I really do. But, I mean, the way that you treat me sometimes is a bit... It's a bit disrespectful.
Do I just come off too hard? Like...
No, it's just disrespectful. It's not hard. It's just... It's like an...
Raxivort's just sort of floating there, like, what?
Okay, Anyone
Look,
else? Anyone else?
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what? Anything magical? Does anyone have anything magical at all? That's not much to them. Fine, Jesus Christ. Follis will walk over and say, I will be respectful to you. I'll be more respectful to you.
Well, see, Follis, that was my offer before. But since...
I've altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it any further.
But since you have walked away from the deal, and rolled your eyes at it, and asked other people for their belongings, instead of simply taking my offer's no longer on the table.
Oh, damn.
Belmont.
Personally, we shouldn't be trading with him.
What? Why?
Wait, what are you again? I'm gonna ask him.
Who, Raxivort?
Yeah.
I am Raxivort, Grand Magical Treasure.
What kind of treasure do you have?
Well, is that not apparent by the fact that...
Well, I'm simply asking. For instance, specifically, what kind of magical treasures do you hold?
Well, clearly these two, for instance, and various other things that I have collected over the years. The amount of treasures that I have in my... too great to even measure.
Do you have any powerful bows?
Oh, well, quite a few of those. They're quite common.
How powerful?
Well, I have one that almost never misses. Several that proceed to puncture through targets. I have...
dear demigod, what about this? And I hold up one of my potions of healing.
mere trinkets.
I hold up the potion of hill giant strength.
Yeah, a little more valuable, but still not worth much.
Yeah, but with the dot crystal?
No, that is far too easy to obtain.
I'm giving you the returning dagger.
Well, the deal was only for the gun.
Yeah, no, you can have the returning dagger. I just want the gun.
Oh, I know. But that gun is very valuable. And clearly of fine make. At which point the 10 Zvarts that are with it, holding their, or sort of like stamping their feet, a bit aggravated that this is taking so long.
I look to them and I say, it is the nature of bar. What language do they speak?
Abyssal.
How about, can I do some sort of favor?
Well, what do you have in mind?
I don't know, get this, artifact that doesn't ruin your reputation to everyone and make you evil.
My reputation means nothing.
No,
Anyway.
my reputation.
No. I don't care much for your reputation. If you can manage to get me a better artifact, you know how to contact me.
In terms
Anyways,
of
my time has to leave before Grax finds me. Oops! And he goes back into the portal and
feels bad. Well, I was gonna see if I could get one of those bows.
Good for
No
you,
matter.
Orye. Good for you. Solus walks off away from the party.
It is ironic how he will be disrespectful to us and then expect us to respect him in turn.
Yeah, Foles just keeps walking for a long time.
okay.
What was his name?
Raxivort.
Raxivort. I wonder. Can I roll an insight check on it?
Okay.
That'll be an 18.
Okay. So, what are you trying to look into in terms
Like,
of...
does he... Because I'm just trying to think of, like, have I...
No, you haven't heard of him.
Okay.
However, he seems to be something completely foreign to you.
Okay. Now, when it comes to his portals, what is their nature?
They seem to be sort of almost like flaming portal.
Okay.
I say flaming, but like some elements are flaming. It just seems to be very chaotic in nature.
I got you. I wonder if there's a way to actually try to get him to bargain a bit. Let me think.
Foles keeps walking, by the way.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to these plates, you said there's a bunch of caves, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, naturally, do these, or unnaturally,
I mean, you don't know much about the. A lot of people who end up going into get lost in the maze that is the caverns,
Mhm.
and that it's somewhat dangerous in there. For obviously the mold for one, and various unknowns
Yeah.
because it hasn't been explored much.
Okay.
I mean, most of the time when you're people, traveling
Yeah.
past them, they just fly over.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go outside. We're out. Are we outside right now? I forgot the
Yeah,
light.
you're outside right now.
I'm gonna. Well, the group was doing the outline of all the plates.
Hey, real quick,
Um,
Aurier. Nuabu's talking to you.
Yeah.
If we want to fight him, we can.
I know. I'm trying to find out where he is.
No, I mean, I can draw him here and then close this portal.
Oh, well, let's do that then.
Yeah, only problem is, where's Folus?
I think he walked off. Probably angered.
Well, I can't do that now. I've expressed too much of my power just to message him twice.
I understand.
You know, Folus, he was trying to get in contact with first his master and then his dad. It can't work though because I can only cast a spell and only I can know what they look like and, who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time it fails. But, I don't know much about you guys, but Folus seems to care a lot about this pistol, but he seemingly just got it like a couple days ago.
Well, yes. When you have an item and it is yours, naturally you should care about
Yeah, but what did he name it though?
it. Olivia.
Yeah. Why did he name it that?
That is not for me to say.
Alright, well, can someone go out, find Folus, and then tomorrow we'll deal with it?
I suppose. But last time I tried to find him and figure out what spat at me and was very angered.
He's that way mostly because he seems like he's a very rash person.
Yes. That is why I simply asked to see if I could grant him getting his items back, and all I would ask is for him to respect me a bit more if he would be able to do it. And he refused, and only came back to me and said he would after he checked with everybody else on the party to see if they had anything that they could give up. If that is how he thinks of me, if he thinks that, then my question is, why should I think more of him?
You know what? This sounds like a old party conflict. I mean, I just joined you guys, so if you guys want to talk it out, talk it out. I'm not gonna intervene because I don't know anything about you guys.
Yeah, that is true. I'm simply saying if I go there alone, he's just going to be...
Why don't you bring, like, Chance or something?
Well, Chance, he's a good guy, but I think his mouth gets the better of him for the most part.
And Belmont?
Belmont, honestly, he's a good person. I feel like he would be able to talk to Follis a bit better than any of us could.
Okay, so how about you and Belmont go get Follis, then talk.
What do you say, Belmont?
It's fine with me.
Alright.
Yeah, and Follis is not trying to stealth his way along. He's not trying to hide his tracks, so... Just want to make that clear.
Alright. Well, let's see. I rolled a 22 to track him.
Mm-hmm.
So can I track him?
Wait, who are you trying to track?
Follis.
Follis? Yeah, you can go ahead and track him.
I'll simply follow him on my mount.
Is Belmont on your mount too?
Yeah,
Alright.
I would assume so, unless Belmont wants to take his own or something.
No, I'll ride with you.
Alright.
Alright.
Don't pluck any of the feathers.
So you successfully catch up to Follis after about maybe half an hour. I mean, he did jump.
Yeah. Alright. I'll let Belmont do the talking.
Hey, Follis.
Follis will stop walking. And he won't turn around yet. Yeah, Belmont?
It's gonna be okay.
Follis will still not turn around, but he proceeds to make no action.
Your mom is gone. And she'll most likely never come back. But that's why life continues. To make friends. And we are your friends.
He's still just standing there.
Tomorrow, we're gonna try and do something with this demigod. Would you care to join?
How close are you to Follis?
I'd probably stop my mount about 20 feet back.
Would Belmont be on the mount?
I would hope that he'd hop off when he's starting to kind of rude to
I'm kind of standing next to the mount.
Okay.
Flexing.
Follis will start like walking backwards, but keep his, cool about it. And then when he sort of, he'll sort of peek over his shoulder every once in a while as he's doing it, and he'll sort of tap you on the shoulder, and then sort of gesture you to follow him. Without really turning around, he just sort of knocks on your armor.
Alright, I'm gonna follow.
Follis would like to go out 30 feet away from Aurier. And then,
Alright.
as soon as he's 30 feet away, he'll turn around and hug Belmont.
I return the hug.
And then Follis lets go and walks back to Aurier. And Follis is wiping his eyes. He says, Aurier, I understand I am very disrespectful towards you and the party. And I am sorry.
Your apology is accepted, Follis. Now, Let's get your stuff back and kill a god, shall we?
Yeah.
Alright, I give my hand up onto my mount.
Okay.
How much are we gonna weigh? Belmont's like 230 pounds. Polis is 149.
Yeah, that's true. Bolus is a bit of a thick boy.
Want me to roll strength?
Yeah, for your mount.
For my mount? My mount rolled a 25.
Man, your mount's chugging along. It is heavy.
Yep.
What a unit.
Absolutely.
An absolute thick unit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All the above. Okay. So we arrive back at camp in about
Yeah.
and then... Alright. So, we need to make a plan because we are going to be...
Right. How big is this hut?
Well, if we take the square dimensions of each angle, and then we, do the math, it's about a pretty good size.
Nathan, how big is it? Is it like enough to fit?
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. I mean, it's about, like, radius-wise, maybe, like, 15 feet. Well, yeah. Yeah, 15 feet.
Alright, Nuabu will say, alright, I can message him to come here, and then I can close his portal.
Keep in mind that hut, you're not by the hut. Moved.
Mm-hmm.
You moved down south.
Yeah, right, sorry. Yeah, so Nuabu will say, are we in like a tree area?
Not a forest area, no. There's like a tree every once in a while.
Alright.
We should keep him out in the open, because that would be best. Easier to shoot.
Yeah, so, Nuabu will say, I can get him to come here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can close his portal.
Yep.
Well, he's definitely going to return with several of his little
Right.
themselves.
So,
Yes.
will say,
But if we focus on him, he should die, and then his clones should die as well.
yeah, that and,
Yeah, but we can't survive an onslaught of 10 of them at the same time.
yeah, but Belmont, I know you can breathe fire, right?
And I have my arrow storm.
So how about, Belmont, your thing is to walk up with Fulus to him, and then proceed to basically in front of his group, then breathe fire on all of his minions when they show up, and then we'll all act immediately to try to kill him. Ori, you said you can do your arrow storm thing?
Yes.
Alright, how about you do that while Belmont's also doing his fire thing?
Yep.
It'll catch, I think, most of them up in it. And,
It should.
Chance can fire, Nuabu, I can, I can do some stuff, yeah. And, yeah, so how about when he first appears, Nuabu's first action is to close the gate. Then we'll do Belmont, and then Aurier, and then Chance, and then Fulus, whoever who wants to go first between them.
Alright.
Everyone be prepared, because if we go in, not ready, then there's a chance he might be able to just, leave before we can do anything. So,
Yeah.
everyone let Nuabu close the portal first.
Of course.
Can Fulus roll a hearing check to hear if anyone's sort of eavesdropping on the conversation?
Yeah.
That's 18.
You can't tell.
Alright, good. Alright, so then we'll do this tomorrow.
How about if... Hey, my alert feed. Is anybody listening?
No.
Okay. Here we go. Never surprised. Hidden creatures don't have an advantage.
So stupid.
Hey, God. Yeah, is anybody around?
Follow-up question, are we going to end about now?
Yeah. Well, and now.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
So, I think
I guess we go to bed.
and wait till next time.
Can we get a long rest
And-
before next time?
Yeah. Well,
Alright,
you're
cool.
you're resting, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mom spaghetti.
Alright, cool.
Knees weak, mom spaghetti. This
No,
Ramadan sweater.
I'm imagining we level up to level 55, and then we all get ultimate abilities where we can breathe vapor.
I said he was a demigod, not.
Basically, a guy.
See, I,
Alright.
I feel bad for
Well, thank
Ori
you.
now.
Thank you for coming to the stream. We will
Tune
be
in
back
next time.
this Sunday.
Warrior fullest kiss.
This this Sunday. As far as I can know, or as far as I can tell, both Belmont and Nuabu won't be here. So if someone wants to play Nuabu, or I'll play Nuabu. If someone else wants to play Belmont, I have it on D&D Beyond. If someone wants to play Belmont, then we can continue. Unless we want to skip this week and then next week's sessions, which I feel like isn't a bright idea.
Yeah.
So, thank you for coming to the stream, and we will
And if
see
you want a chance to play Beaumont, entering the raffle down below. Make sure you give a like, comment, and a subscription. Don't forget to hit the bell, and we'll see you next
You're
time.
just fishing for money, aren't you?
Alright, toodaloo, fellow adventurers.